Hello, boss babes and bosses out there. So, yeah, I'm so happy, guys, that I'm back filming again. I wanted to share with you a bit of my journey when it comes to living here in Australia as an international student. Technically, guys, I've been really trying my best to adjust here, and it's really challenging. Like, super hirap talaga mag-adulting. So now, I feel like I need to recalibrate myself when it comes to my routine, my spending habits, my scheduling, and even my online presence, like my online assets. I also think that I really need to rethink kung ano yung ilalagay ko sa mga online profiles ko and online assets. I'm having a hard time kasi I'm trying to apply as an IT talaga and also an IT creative. Now, I'm confused kung ano yung dapat ko ilagay sa LinkedIn if I want to really go into that tech part. And also, LinkedIn is one of my platforms para sa IT creatives ko or IT projects ko. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to share with you guys kung ano yung gagawin ko. If you want to know what are my steps or process na gagawin ko in order for me to build new routine, new mindset, spending habits, like my lifestyle here in Australia, even my study schedule, like I'm always cramming talaga when it comes to my assessment. I think I really need to have strict schedule when it comes to doing the assessments. Part talaga na gusto kong magkaroon ako ng time is for my agency, my freelancing business, and have time to create content for you guys because creating content like this is my therapy. So I guess it would really help me to see kung ano na yung progress ko here in Australia. But before I'm going to deep dive kung ano yung gagawin natin, if you want to join me with my reset, let's check muna my grade sa mobile development ko. So a bit background lang, for this trimester, yung mga subjects ko na kinuha, cybersecurity, machine learning, and mobile development. So for my first assessment sa mga subjects na yun, isa lang yung parang gusto ko na grade, yung cybersecurity lang. And the two subjects, I'm not happy with my grades. It's because I'm always cramming and I'm not really having a good time talaga in doing those for some reasons. Kaya nagka-cram ako. But now, I want to make sure that I will really allot a good time in making my assessment 3 because I'm not sure if pasado ako sa assessment 2 or maganda yung grades ko. But naka-receive ako ng email kaninang umaga na meron na dalang grade for assessment 2 sa mobile development. So, let's check out together kung okay ba yung performance ng tita nyo. For the background naman sa assessment 2 naman sa mobile development, ginagawa kami ng math quiz app na Android for the kids. For me, if I'm going to rate my own code or my own app, siguro nasa 20 to 25 lang. It's because cramming ko nga siyang ginawa and I really haven't had a good time to look at more better approach. But let's see kung ano yung sa tingin ng teacher. So, I'm just gonna share my screen to you guys. You're currently seeing my grade breakdown right now sa mobile development ko and nakita ko na may marks ako na hindi good, like no test written. So, let's check it one by one. Functionality of activity ng app ko. I got a perfect score for that, 8 marks. So, it means that the application exceeds the specified requirements, demonstrating exceptional functionality. Actually, 3 yung ginawa ko na functionality sa app ko kasi wala, I just want extra. Kung sa video pa, gumawa pa ako ng pa-intro and pa-outro. Kahit hindi na siya necessary. I actually have 3 functionalities because of that kasi nagdagdag pa ako ng paganon. But technically, the functionality 1 and functionality 2, it's just to compute how much is the correct answer na in-input ng bata. And then the other one is to generate the 5 questions. And dapat makabigay ng tamang answer if ever mali yung in-input ng bata yung ganun. So, that's the 2 functionalities. And this one, ang testing, I actually don't know why I don't have this one. Wala daw talaga akong nilagay na test. So this one, kung gusto ko na perfect, dapat my comprehensive user interface, which I do have a good interface actually, and unit testing. Oh, I see. I'm not sure kasi debugging, I feel like I actually don't know. I'm not sure with this one. But I'm gonna check our weekly lessons if ano dapat yung dito. Kasi wala daw akong nilagay eh. So for the code quality, it's exceptional with no errors and strict adherence to coding. Video comparison, yeah, I also got a perfect mark for that. Video app, I also got perfect score for that. But this one, ito talagang testing. I really don't know why. Let me just pause my screen sharing because I am not allowed to share the screen for our lessons. Actually, nag-ask na ako nito sa KBS if I can share to you guys kung ano yung mga lessons na pinag-aaralan ko, but they said nope, you cannot. Let me check. In week 8, let me see kung ano yung code dapat dito. Okay. Debugging and testing are two different phases. Okay. Yeah, I missed this part here. Sayang. Yeah, ito talaga yung nangyayari pag hindi ka nakikinig sa lesson. Kasi nga, online lang to and I really don't listen that much if it's online lang. I prefer to study by myself kung online lang. Kasi, I don't know, maybe I just feel like it would be much easier for me to understand if I will study it by myself. You know what, I just prefer to go to mga forums, YouTube, GitHub, yung mga ganun, to check about that lesson. Feeling ko mas naiintindihan ko. Like, iba-iba naman tayo. Yung ways natin kung paano tayo mag-aral. For me, online learning, like Zoom class is really not working for me, especially if it's hands-on. But yeah, I'm happy. I will not complain. Sa score ko, actually, it's way higher sa ini-expect ko na grade. It is what it is. I'm just happy that I still got a good grade even if wala ako sa testing part. We still have assessment free and I'm already quite confident na kahit mabagsak ako sa assessment free, pasado pa rin all in all yung tita niya. I'm happy with my grade na nakuha, but I feel I can do better than that. Mali ko din kasi hindi naman talaga ako nakikinig sa mga teachers ko, especially sa online. I'm just always doing other things. Every time na nag-online class kami, it's either naglilinis ako or naglalaba, nagjo-journal. Like, hindi ako focus sa class namin. Na-miss ko yon, hindi ko na kailangan pala maglagay ng unit testing. But anyway, let's just do better next time. It's one of the main reasons why I feel like I need to reset. Because even nga, my schedule for studying is hindi ko siya schedule or wala akong specific time for studying. Like, I asked my classmates if they are studying. They said na nagsa-study daw talaga sila. Pero yung tita niyo, hindi ako nagsa-study. Nagsa-study lang ako kung deadline na tomorrow ng assessment. Kasi hindi ko alam kung paano gawin ng assessment, so I need to review all the weeks na kailangan para sa assessment. So, yeah, I feel like I really need to do something about my schedule, time management, finance management. What else pa ba? Like, a lot. Even as what I have shared to you earlier, that I need to make sure that I will have more time when it comes to revamping my online presence. Like, I really need to think, how am I going to do this? Or what's my game plan if I wanted to deep dive na sa tech world? IT tech, back-end, ano bang tamang term nito? Like, I wanted to apply or give portfolios when it comes to tech talaga. But at the same time, yung mga online platforms ko, it's more on the IT creative side pa. So, I really need to make sure that I have a game plan for that. Kasi parang, yes, may overlapping sila, but at the same time, it's a very different kind of world. It's more on coding, it's more on technicalities. Ang isa naman, it's more on creativity. So my thought process is that before I'm going to plan on how to make this work, I need to do a self-assessment first. So I actually got this tool here, a life assessment tool. It covers all the areas sa life mo. Technically, you are going to map out where you are right now. Ano yung measurement mo when it comes to life, when it comes to business, when it comes to finance, when when it comes to spirituality, yung mga ganun. So, I wanted to do that first. Meron akong ilagay na link sa baba. So, if you want to join me, you can. Let's just quickly do this. So, I'm excited to actually do this. So, first, yung life aspect. Ano ba yung measurement mo dyan? Yung pinaka-low is 1 and pinaka-taas is 10. For me, I would say for the growth and learning, I am in the phase right now that I'm really learning a lot when it comes to myself, when it comes to life, when it comes to adulting, when it comes to career. Like, I'm studying right now. At the same time, I'm learning adulting stuff kind of thing. I would say nasa 8 ako. And you know what? I would say that life is so hard. Adulting is so hard. Like, I just really wanted to go back to the Philippines and live a comfortable life. But this is what I asked from God. So maybe that's also the reason why I'm experiencing this. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really trying to understand why I'm going through this parang hard time of life. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I have this kind of phase in my life where it will really shape me to the person that I wanted to become in the future. Like, I really believe ba na God will put you to a lot of challenges in order for Him to mold you to the person that He wants you to be. And for spirituality then, I would say it's so hard. I feel like siguro nasa 6 ako for spirituality. Recently, I'm not been going to church here, but I always hear online mass. For me, it's different kasi pag online mass lang compared to really going church. But recently, siguro mga 3 weeks na hindi ako napunta ng church. But I'm always hearing mass, yung homily online. I always love to watch that kasi it's very comforting for me. And I also read the Bible. It's not daily sa sobrang fast ng phase sa life. Sometimes nakakalimutan bumasa ng Bible for daily reading ba. But I'm going to try to schedule that one as well. The next one is business life, money, finance, and career and work. So for money, finance, actually, to be honest, I'm so grateful that I have passive income because it really helps me to survive here na hindi talaga ako masyadong maghirap. Not all of the people have those kind of passive income na kahit wala silang ginagawa, they are still earning something. Yeah, for the money, I would say nasa mga around 6 because I'm also paying credit cards for my tuition fees. Like, every 3 months, bosses, meron akong binabayarang 300k plus for my tuition fee. So, I need to cope up with that para makapagtapos ako ng pag-aaral ko. For the career and work, yung work ko dito talaga sa Brisbane, meron akong regular work talaga na schedule. For my work na business, like agency, my freelance business, I would say siguro nasa mga around 6 din. I'm grateful to have this kind of work. I like my colleagues and the work is just easy. I would say that's good. Pero gusto ko sana my game plan, hopefully, is that I will go back to freelancing again. I will try to get more clients sa IT talaga. IT. I think that's a good way for me to start deep diving sa tech side. Tumatanggap pa kasi din ako ng mga IT creative projects. So maybe I would also maximize that one. There are a lot of clients na nagpapa-edit ng videos, social media posts, and creating templates for social media. So for the next section, it's creative life. So for the health and fitness, for me, I would say siguro nasa 6 ako. Ilagay natin ng 6 kasi recently, pumupunta na ako sa gym, bumabalik na ako sa pag-workout. Though my workout is not that so intense compared to yung mga workout ko sa Philippines, but I'm so happy. The thought lang na pumupunta na ako ng gym, happy na ako dyan. Like, it's already a win. Mostly, yung mga workouts ko sa gym, it's more on cardio. It's more on all 𝐿𝐸𝐵𝐴𝐿 bots. It's just me trying to sweat out yung ganun lang. Hindi talaga to have abs, to, lose weight. It's just more on to making myself feel a bit better. For fun and recreation, siguro nasa 5. Kung pagbabasihan ko ang past 1 month, like nasa 5 siya. Meron pa akong bagong pinuntahan na mga place. Siguro yung church lang. Nag-church kasi ako sa bagong church. Sa Annerly, it's like a Latin church kind of thing. Pero English yung pagpunta namin doon. Like, I really love going to places na hindi ko pa napuntahan. Recently, the schedule is not giving me those kind of opportunities na maka-explore. So, yeah, I would say nasa 5 lang, and I want to up this one as well. So, the next one is for social life. For the environment, I would say, kung nasan ako nakatira. For the community life, I don't have a community life. I don't have actually a social life. I really just, prefer to be alone most of the time. I'm really very picky kung saan ko ini-invest yung time ko, ini-invest yung energy ko. So recently, I've been just so alone. I want it to be like this. I feel like peace kung ganun, like I don't have to deal with a lot of people. Siguro this is also one thing that I need to improve, yung social life ko talaga, because it's not that I don't like people, it's just that it's so exhausting na makipagmingle ba. For me, it's so exhausting. Like, if I'm going to deal with you, it's a job. Yung ganon. But yeah, I think it can be improved. I'm not just sure. Siguro I need to go more on a networking event. Actually, nakapunta na ako ng first networking event ko, and it's just all females, and I discovered a lot of mga nice businesses, but mostly, mas na-amaze ako nung nalaman ko na most of them do have the same business with me. Like, it's more on branding, more on digital marketing, website designing, yung mga ganun. Like, oh, really? The same pala tayo ng business. Yung ganun. So, just so happy to know about that. And I really wanted to go more on those kind of things. Okay lang na hindi lahat females. Okay na kahit anong sex or races or anything. Okay lang naman, as long as, it's more about the topic na nakakapag-interest sa akin. It's more entrepreneurship, IT, tech, IT creatives, yung mga ganun. Like, I want to join those kind of events. So, if you know something, just let me know. I think I need to improve more. So, siguro nasa 3, 4. Kasi I feel like wala talaga akong social life for the community. Like, I don't deal so much. Siguro kung magpunta lang ako ng school. And, oh, by the way, I also joined the KBS volunteers. Yung parang kung may event sa school namin, we are the volunteers na pumunta doon, mag-help, maging active sa mga events sa school. So, I'm so excited for that. But, patapos na yung school. So, I'm not sure if meron pang ibang activities na pwede kong masalihan. Pero, nakasali ako sa cultural networking event. So, you can check out this video here. Nag-enjoy talaga ako ng sobra dyan. Marami akong natutunan ng mga cultures ng ibang mga schoolmates ko din. Yung history sa country nila and all. So, it's really fun to get to know those kind of things ba na, oh, the same pala tayo ng ganyan. Ganito din sa amin sa Philippines. I'm just quite proud of myself na I'm trying to put out myself out there. So, I would say, sige, gusto kong i-give ang self ko ng reward for doing that. So, siguro sa community, I would say nasa around 6 ako. Kasi kung hindi ko yun ginawa, I would say nasa 3 lang score na ibibigay ko. So, sa next, relationship life. So, family and friends, business, love, and partners, and co-workers, yung mga ganun. Okay, so for the family and friends, I would say nasa 8 ako for family and friends, because I would say I really have a good support system, especially sa family ko, and few friends. I really just have a very few friends, but I would say that they are always on my back. And yeah, nakakasad lang kasi andun sila sa Philippines and they cannot comfort me here. I also have good friends here naman din sa Australia, but it's just that sometimes, we have a very busy schedule. That's why ang hirap makakatch up sa kanila. For the business partners, love, and co-workers naman, for this category here, I would say nasa, let's say, 5. Yeah, when it comes to the relationship with my business, like my team, it's good. Yeah, I'm so happy with my team, but there are a lot of what I say betrayal happening. should I say? That's a different story. But I feel betrayed by some of the team. So that's why I have to let go of them. Also with the love or romantic partners, like I would say, meh. For the co-workers naman, like I like them as well. But our topic is just really more on work. It's not really that close. Like you can discuss a lot of things outside of work. Like, siguro mga around 5. Yeah, this category here, I would just say 5. And I will try to make this a little bit better. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what I can do with this one. So yeah, that's that for the Wheel of Life. I hope you also had a time to answer this one for yourself as well. Yeah, that's the first step that I would like to do before I'm going to plan kung ano yung mas mabuting gawin. Actually, sa lahat ng areas nito, lahat gusto kong improve. Let's see what we can do after this one. So I have a lot of choices here. Also, I think I'm gonna need for a bread every morning. Is this sugar? I'm thinking to get this one instead. Gusto ko kasi yung ilalagay ko na lang sa air fryer and that's it. Yung parang I don't have to do anything na. Now I would like to buy soy sauce. I feel like this one, the one that I have tried, but this one also is good for marinade. But I feel like marang ganito ang kasama ko sa bahay. Siguro maghingi na lang ako. Oh, I feel like this one. Ito yun. Ito yung sa kanya. Kasi sticky yun eh. So maybe I will just get something. What's this? This is just for $4. But ang laki na niya. Ito na lang siguro. Yeah, let's just get this. I really feel so lost. Like, I'm not sure what I'm trying to cook or what. Or just try to buy what I think I need. Ito na lang for now siguro. Because I will just get another wave of groceries tomorrow. Kasi commute lang ako ngayon. Okay, so I'm done paying all the postpaid bills sa Pinas, yung sa mama ko at sa akin kasi hindi ko pinakat yung sa akin. And also for the Wi-Fi bills. Yung credit card, natapos ko ng bayaran kahapon. Kasabay ng pagpasahod ko sa team ko. So, I guess that's that when it comes to money matters. The rest that I think I need to do before I can call it a day, I need to respond to a few emails. Mga client emails ko siya and collaboration emails. And the other one is to rough cut this video para masend ko siya kay Ses. So, for the next video that I'm going to publish, yung planning stage natin or yung step 2 natin, how we are going to plan things, how we are going to set the goals in order for us to improve our life, how we are going to schedule it. So, those are the main 2 things that I'm going to share with you kung ano yung thought process ko, ano yung gagawin ko and all. And maybe you can also apply that to your own self if you are also in the phase of resetting your life. I hope this video entertains you and kung may napulot man kayo na value, that's good. So yeah, hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye!